So like literally everywhere that you read or maybe you listen to videos, they're always saying the narcissist is going to come back for you. But in this case, they haven't. So what do you do? Does that mean that they are not narcissistic? How to interpret this information? My friends, this is what we're going to be talking about. When the narcissist doesn't come back for you, it is a thing, okay? It is a thing. They don't always come back. I'm going to be talking about this in the video. Hello my friends and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in today's video, we are talking about what happens when the narcissist doesn't come back for you, okay? This is a thing, my friends, this is a thing. Not all narcissists come back. The majority of them do, but sometimes there are some that literally just never ever contact you again. And it could be that actually maybe you are seeing them watching you on social media, there's all of that that's going on, but they never ever get in contact with you. And this is exactly this that I'm going to be talking about in this video. We're going to explore this and why this happens, because I know that there is a few of you out there, you know, from client work and those of you that have kind of like DM'd me and got in contact with me. I know that there is a lot of you that have been saying, but Anushka, like in the majority of the videos, even stuff like you have said that they're always watching you, you know, that they're always going to come back. And I understand that, but there are a few that literally just like, nah, it's not happening, they're not coming back. So this is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. But my friends, before I get into the video, I just want to mention that I do go live on this channel every Tuesday. And if there is any questions or there's something on your mind, and maybe you want to know, like there's just that one thing, you just want to ask that one question, I'd say come on over to the live, because I could be answering your question, and you've got to check out the really supportive and kind community that we have. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Come on over. What have you got to lose? Absolutely free. I hope to see you on the live. Okay, my friends, so not in all cases does the narcissist come back. You see, there's a few reasons why they don't, but the main one, the main resounding reason why the narcissist doesn't come back for you is because basically you're just not worth it. Okay, you're just not, right, I'm laughing because I kind of like said that in the wrong way, but what I mean by that is you have most probably seen through their lies, seen through the games, seen through the manipulation and the control, and you're like, nah, I'm not having none of this. I don't want this anymore. So most probably you have blocked off all types of communication or any type of way for them to be able to get in contact with you. Added to the fact as well that most probably what has happened is that you also are so much further on your healing journey. You feel good, you've got boundaries, and you're seeing things from a different perspective. You know, you're going out, you're doing things, you're socializing, and things for you, you're like, basically your life is completely different after the narcissist. And because they are probably watching you from a fake account over on social media, or they're keeping tabs on you with, you know, from other people by asking them, you know, with their flying monkeys. So they're probably getting all this information. They know this about you. So they kind of know that it's not worth their while to try and contact you, to try and get some sort of answer from you, to get some sort of communication, because they know that you're going to say no. And for them, okay, right, you listen, they are not stupid. They are also quite emotional. So they know that they're not going to invest their time and their energy into something that is going to be fruitless. And added to the fact that you most probably are going to embarrass them by saying no. So they're not going to put themselves in that position. They're not going to give you the opportunity to feel like you have knocked them back or you're doing better than them. They are not, believe me, this is something that really triggers them. So they are not going to put themselves in a vulnerable position where you are going to knock them back and basically probably laugh at them and talk behind their back, because this is what is going through their mind. Not that you would, but this is what is going through their mind. So they're not going to put themselves in such a position where they're going to jeopardize, you know, their status, and basically their fragile ego. They're not going to do that. So if you are someone who is doing good for you, not going to take no for an answer, like if you are someone that is going to have strong boundaries, you're not going to take this behavior anymore. They know this. They know this because you're in a different mindset. You know, your energy is different, you're behaving different, you're thinking differently, so therefore your behavior is also going to be different. Also, the other thing that I want to say is sometimes the narcissist won't get in contact with you purely for the fact that they don't know what to say to you. Something, a situation has happened, and they know that they're not going to be able to get themselves out of it by simply just talking nothings and saying what you want to hear, basically lying to you. They know that their gaslighting techniques are not going to work because you want actual answers. You want to know the solid truth. And they know that by lying to you, by telling you false truths, it's not going to cut it this time. So they're not going to try. They're not going to put themselves in a vulnerable position where you are going to knock them back, where they are going to feel as though you are going to have the higher moral ground here or be in control. Not going to do it. All right? I mean, they know that you need an explanation. And of course, you're worthy of that. I'm not talking necessarily about closure, because again, when you are wanting closure, I think a narcissist is able to tell you what you want to hear. So it's very much more, the ball is in their court because you are wanting something from them. And what they are doing is they're going to provide you with lies and false truths. So the narcissist is not going to give you a straight answer. They can get, basically with closure, they can get away with it. But this, I'm talking about a specific time, okay, that they are thinking that right now, with the way things are, you demand an explanation, and the narcissist is not going to give you that. So that's why they don't come back for you. They know that they've got to offer you something solid, which means that they've got to take responsibility for their actions. Now, since when is a narcissist going to take responsibility for their actions? They're not. They're just not going to do it because they are toxic. Okay, so if they take responsibility, that means that they've got to do something about it. They've got to change. And also added to the fact is that they have got to actually take the lower moral ground by actually apologizing, about actually explaining themselves. They're not going to do that because that renders them weaker, more vulnerable than you. Narcissists don't want to do this. This is not what they are about. So they're not going to do this by coming back for you. They know that you need a solid answer. I mean, like, what can they say to you? Seriously, what can they actually say to you that is going to make any sense and change any of the circumstances? Because probably what has happened is they have done something so awful, so bad, that actually you can't forgive them because you can't undo what this person has done. Like, there are situations, there are things that sometimes, okay, you can forgive this person because they didn't know, you know, or they weren't aware. Like, there's certain things that you can say, okay, I accept your apology, let's move forward. But not in this case, not right now. So narcissists, to know this, they've got to offer you something solid. They're not going to put that much work in. It's not easy. They're not going to invest. That's not what they're doing. I mean, what for? They're going to, like, for what? They're not going to do that. And so you have to understand that for them to get back in contact with you has to benefit them in some way. And I think that's the bottom line of this video, is that them getting in contact with you, it has to serve their purpose. It has to validate them in some way. They have to see some sort of purpose in this. That is why they get in contact. That is why they do this. And so you see, it is important for you to really understand that actually the narcissist not getting in contact with you, you not having the closure, you not having them in your life is an actual blessing, because you're never going to get closure from this person. You're never going to get the understanding, the clarity, and the truth. All right? Those of you that have got closure from the narcissist, I promise you that wasn't the truth. That wasn't what really happened, because they don't do that. They don't, if they're going to tell the truth, all right, they have to take responsibility, and they're not going to do that. They've told you something that you want to hear. The thing is, you make your own closure. You make your own understanding. The fact is, all right, you know that this person is narcissistic. That's the closure. They're not okay. All right. So this person is toxic. So that's the validation that you need in order for you to leave and move forward. And those of you who have and have stayed no contact and are wishing and are hoping, well, why haven't they come back? Why haven't they made some sort of contact? Well, my friends, because they haven't got the guts to do it, because they know that whatever they say, whatever they do, it's just not going to wash with you. It's just not going to make sense to you. And rightly so. They need to come clean. They need to come correct. And they're not going to do that. All right. So that's why the narcissist doesn't get back in contact, or you don't hear from them, because they can't offer you something solid. But they know that even though they do offer you something, it's just not going to be good enough. So that's the bottom line, my friends. If you have found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do comment, please do write your thoughts in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you. I do offer one-to-one consultations. If you're interested, please see the description box below. If you would like to watch another video that explains certain topics that I've talked about in this video, please click here, because this video will help to explain and go deeper into some of the other aspects that I've talked about in this video. I've also got a mentorship and a journal club. If you're interested, again, please click the link. And I've also got a Discord server, a community of like-minded individuals. So if you'd like to connect with them, again, please see the link in the description box. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.